Hello everyone. Today we shall discuss exercise. Today we shall discuss exercise 5.7 question number 2. Give reason for the following. A square can be thought of as a special rectangle. Now question A. What is that? A square can be thought of as a special rectangle. Suppose this is a square and this is a rectangle. Right? The reason is a square can be thought of as a special rectangle. Right? What is the definition of rectangle? The definition of rectangle are the opposite sides are same and each angle is 90 degree. Right? This is each angle is 90 degree. And in case of a square, all the sides are same and each angle is 90 degree. Then a square can be thought of as a special rectangle if all the sides of a rectangle, if all the sides, all the sides, if all the sides of a rectangle if all the sides of a rectangle are are equal, then it becomes a square. Then it becomes a square. Becomes a square. Right? I mean, this is a rectangle. If all the sides of the rectangle are equal, then it becomes a square. That is the reason, right? A square can be thought of as a special rectangle, right? Therefore, you can say that a square can be thought of as a special rectangle. Now, question number B. Question number B is a rectangle. A rectangle. A rectangle can be thought of as a special parallelogram. Here you draw a rectangle here. Right? And here is a rectangle, a parallelogram. We have drawn a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Now, here you see, in case of rectangle, all the angles are 90 degree. Right? And in case of parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel. This side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to this side. Right? In case of rectangle also, this side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to this side. Parallel and equal also. Right? And if in this parallelogram all the angles become 90 degree, then it becomes a rectangle, right? That means if all the angles of a parallelogram, if all the angles, all the angles of a, if all the angles of a parallelogram, if all the angles of a parallelogram if all the angles of a parallelogram are or becomes 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. Then it is a rectangle. Then it is a it is a rectangle. Right? Here you see, this is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. In the case of rectangle also, opposite sides are equal and parallel. If the angles of this parallelogram become 90 degree, then it becomes a rectangle. That is, the reason is, if all the angles of a parallelogram become 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. Right? Now question number C. Question number C. Question number C is, question number C, a square can be thought of as a special rhombus. Question number C. A square is like this, and a special rhombus. In case of rhombus, all the sides are equal, but not all the angles necessarily be 90 degree. Right? That means in case of rhombus, if here you see all the angles, all the sides are equal in the case of rhombus, and all the sides of a square is also equal. All the sides of a square are equal, all the sides of a rhombus are equal. And if all the angles of this rhombus is equal become 90 degree, then it is a square. Right? If all the angles of a rhombus, if if all the angles, if all the angles of a rhombus, of a rhombus, of a rhombus, if all the angles of a rhombus becomes 90 degree, becomes 90 degree, then it will be a square. Then it will be a square. Then now question number C. A square can be thought of as a special rhombus. Here this is the rectangle and this is the rhombus. In the case of rhombus, all the sides are equal, and in the case of rectangle, all the sides are equal, right? And in the case of rhombus, all the angles are not 90 degree, but in the case of square, all the angles are 90 degree. That means if all the angles of a rhombus becomes 90 degree, then it becomes a square. Then it will be a square. It will be, it will be a square. Right? If all the angles of a rhombus becomes 90 degree, then it will be a square. Now question number D. Question number D is, question number D. Question number D is, question number D, squares, rectangles, parallelograms are all quadrilaterals. Right? Squares, rectangles and parallelograms are all quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are all four-sided polygons. Quadrilaterals, quadrilaterals are all four-sided polygon. Four-sided, four-sided polygon. Right? And all the squares, rectangles and parallelograms are all four-sided polygon. Therefore, all squares, rectangles and parallelograms are all quadrilaterals. Right? Quadrilaterals are all four-sided polygon, and squares, rectangles, parallelograms are also four-sided polygon. Therefore, they are known as all quadrilateral. Right? Now, question number E. A square is also a parallelogram. This is a square and this is parallelogram. Right? In case of a square, all the sides are equal and parallel, right? And in the case of parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? And square is also a parallelogram. That means a square can be also said to be a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel and equal. Opposite sides, because the reason is opposite sides, opposite sides, opposite sides of a square are parallel and equal, are parallel and equal, right? Opposite sides of a square are parallel and equal, therefore you can say that square is also a parallelogram, because in case of parallelogram all opposite sides are parallel and equal, and in the case of square also opposite sides are parallel and equal, therefore you can say that square is also a parallelogram. This is the solution of question number 2, exercise 5.7. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. If you and also press the notification bell so that you may get the uploaded videos immediately. Thank you everybody for watching this video.